Please welcome Jermaine Dupri. Okay, Jermaine, I was so excited to see your outfit because look, this outfit right here. You broke the internet at the Super Bowl. Like, you surpassed Usher.
Oh.
You broke that internet. Like, literally, we even talked about you the next day.
I saw you.
Okay. So you know what I said. Were you surprised by the whole reaction, especially to the socks?
Yeah, I was. I didn't even know it was gonna be a thing.
You didn't know it was gonna be a thing? Like, we talked about it, the socks. I said you looked like you was going to church with the socks on.
Yeah.
And looked like you, and so, well, I like these though with the pearls and like the diamonds on them.
It's the same socks, by the way.
It's the same, yeah, but when I was looking at it, I was like, okay, now it looks like fashionable. But when I was looking at it, I said, does he wear these socks to bed? Like, do you take, like, how, like, when you wore the outfit, that's where my mind went. Like, none of y'all thought the same thing. Okay, because you were trending more than Usher because of the socks. Did anybody text you about this look?
Oh, of course. I mean, my daughters was with me, so
Yeah.
as soon as I came off the stage and we got back in the back and we was getting ready to leave the Super Bowl, my daughter's like, they on your head about them socks. I'm like, what are you talking about? And this was my oldest daughter that was saying that, and I was like, I was in the moment. I wasn't even paying no attention to it. I'm just like, okay, maybe they like the socks. I ain't know.
I mean, because I got to say, I was trying to text you, but I didn't have your phone number.
Okay,
That
right.
was
What you was gonna tell me?
Because I was gonna be like, what's up with the socks? Because I've never seen these kind of socks before. And I said, I thought that when you walked into the store, that the designers was like, you know what, go all the way to the back and get the ones that we want.
I heard you say that.
Okay, so everybody liked the socks.
Yeah,
all right.
I mean, they're sold out now at Louis Vuitton. You can't find them.
Oh, you can't even find them anymore? I like them now. I like them in front of me. They look good. But okay, so we off the socks. You look amazing, Jermaine.
Thank you.
I want to talk about this. You have worked on some of the most prolific albums of our time. Escape, you did their first 3 albums. Monica, After the Storm, you worked on Usher's Confessions. I mean, gosh, DeBrat, Mariah's Emancipation of Mimi. You have had so many string of successes. Is there a secret sauce to making a hit record?
I want to shout out Money Long. I have the #1 record in the country right now.
All right, made for me.
Yeah, today. It's a formula like making a cake, or it's a formula like cooking or doing anything.
Okay.
Once you start having a string of, I believe, once you have a string of #1 records or hit records, you should go back and start tracing whatever you did to make this one record. So it's like, if you take the Mariah record, for example, I did a song called Always Be My Baby for her first.
Yes, we know that one.
And L.A. called me and he was like, Jermaine, you know my favorite song
is L.A. Reid, right?
Yeah. Reid. He's like, my favorite song is Always Be My Baby, when we was doing Emancipation of Mimi, and he was like, can you make that again? And I'm like, no. You know, like, that's what people always ask. They always ask you to recreate whatever it is that you did. And when he said that, all I could do is at that point was start trying to not try to recreate it, but try to at least figure out what I did to get in that space.
Right.
And the song after that we tried to beat, I was trying to beat Always Be My Baby, and we made We Belong Together.
Oh, We Belong Together. Wow. And it's so funny, that's such a great lesson for life. Don't try to recreate, but keep going. And
try to beat it.
And
the only way you can beat something is you got to figure out a formula.
Okay, and just elevate it.
Yeah.
Okay, well, speaking of Money Long and Made For Me, which is the jam we play every day in the dressing room, you produced, that's one of the biggest songs right now.
#1 today.
#1.
Today.
We love Money Long. She was on the show. But you enjoy the effect of social media today.
Yeah.
You feel that it works better?
Well, I come from an era where we didn't have it. So when you don't have something, I look at it as a plus. You know, when I did Crisscross in '92.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Can I just do a crisscross to make you jump? The man got him. I gotta stop, because we gotta pay for that. We gotta pay for that. I can't do no more.
They gotta pay me.
Yeah, I have to pay you, and it's gonna come out of my money. I can't even afford the socks, and they gotta pay you for the. Okay.
So you know, if I were to put this group out now, and I had TikTok and YouTube and all of that, they probably would have sold 100 million records.
Wow. Just from social media.
Just because of the, you know, you're telling me I was trending on the Super Bowl.
Right.
You know, I'm the same guy that made the world put their clothes on backwards for anybody that don't understand that.
Yes.
So it's like, say everybody wearing their clothes backwards, just imagine what that would have been.
Yes.
You talking about my little socks. We talking about putting your clothes on backwards.
And I did wear my clothes backwards with crisscross. So, okay, I got that. I need to get to something I've been thinking about for a long time. You and Janet Jackson. Okay, you and Janet Jackson were together for 7 years, and y'all are still good friends. You got to tell me, like, what fuels that relationship? Because y'all were together, now you're friends. How do you do that?
I believe that if you waste, because basically that's what happens if you waste 5 years with somebody.
Right.
And I don't want you to take waste in a bad way. I'm just saying if you spend or waste 5 years with somebody and y'all can't be friends after that, it wasn't never really a real relationship.
Wow. I didn't look at it like that.
I mean, you spend that much time with somebody, you talk to them every day, y'all on the phone all night, and did all this other stuff. What did you do all that for?
Right.
If y'all can't be friends.
Okay, well, speaking of friends, I saw when she came to Atlanta and you popped out on stage, you were her special guest.
You be really watching.
I'll be watching. Because I loves me some Janet and I loves me some you.
All right.
And so you popped out as a special guest and Janet was dancing a little bit differently from the other cities I saw. It was a lot more sexier. So I just want to know, might the door be open for a J&J relationship, kind of get back, maybe?
I don't know nothing about it. I don't know nothing about it.
I can't understand you mumbling.
I don't know nothing about it. I can't understand what you're saying.
I can't understand what you're saying.
I mean, you know, like I said, we friends, and I think it's interesting that people, you know, when you just, like, you know, it's crazy when you just listed all the artists that I work with, you left her out.
Okay.
I did the 20YO album as well, so people be like...
I'm sorry. Okay.
Right, so, you know, the song with her and Nelly, I produced that song, so it's like, I got music with her, just like I got music with everybody else.
Absolutely.
She has to be my friend. I have to be able, you know, at some point, I can't just ignore that just because we had a
well, maybe y'all can make, what Janet think about them socks?
I don't know.
I'm going to call her and ask her. Now, you know, I'm very excited about this. I'm very excited about your documentary. It's called Freaknik, The Wildest Party Never Told. So for those of
Thursday.
It's Thursday.
Yes.
It's coming out Thursday. So, like, for those people who don't know what Freaknik is or was, can you explain it?
Yeah, so Freaknik was basically the rise of Atlanta in the culture that we live in. So if it's hip-hop culture, whatever it is, that's the 21st century culture, whatever. This is how the city became what the city is. The city was there, I was there, we were there, but this explosion that you guys have seen of Atlanta and just like the world seeing Atlanta, Freaknik brought so many people to the city.
Yeah.
And when people came to the city, black people in particular, they realized how amazing black people can live in Atlanta. And they went back to Virginia, Brooklyn, wherever they was going, DC, whatever it is, and they would start telling people, I'm going to Atlanta. And then they tell their friends, and they was like, well, what you mean? Why Atlanta? And they was like, wait till Freaknik. And then the next year, they would bring more people, and they would bring more people. And it just became the rise. It's just the rise of the city. And this is a story that's never been told because people try to make it seem like it's not something that we should be proud of. This is a Black history moment.
Right. Now, I know that, you know, some people feel like the women were exploited at Freaknik. Do you address any of that in the documentary?
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Oh, okay.
By the way, also, and I saw that people were on the internet scared that they mamas and they daddies and all.
Yeah, I was scared I might be in Freaknik. I didn't really,
Yeah, everybody out there, y'all should.
It was some good contests out there, boy.
But, yeah, you know.
The water on the T-shirt.
Look,
I'm not gonna say I won that,
Hey, I seen when you came out here with your award.
But like, you know, in Freaknik though, there's some people in Freaknik, you know, we were younger and now people are somebody. I don't know, like, you know, I don't know what Michelle Obama was doing around that time, or Kamala Harris, or Maxine Waters. You know, do you think
that's what I'm saying. Should we be ashamed of what you did in college?
Well, I might have a certain answer for that, but I can't speak for Michelle Obama. You know, but there were some good times.
Yeah, I'm just saying, I don't see other people doing this, being scared of how they live their life in, you know, as not a teenager, as a young adult, right? You went to college. I didn't go to college, but I'm saying from what I hear about going to college.
There were fun memories.
Yeah. And you know, my daughter graduated from the University of Miami, and when I took my daughter to that campus, I was standing there and I'm looking, I'm like, they have a bar. They got basically a bar
at the college
on the campus.
Yeah.
And we in Miami.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if I want to leave my daughter here. Right? So, but that's what I'm saying. It's college. I guess that's the mentality. You do your work, but you also party. And I feel like I don't see a lot of people really scared of that moment. Only us. Only us are saying we're scared.
And Freaknik was a moment. We have it in our memories, and we have some good times.
Yeah, and I feel like this is a lot of teaching that you can learn in this documentary because it was so much going on in the streets that if you was on your phone doing this, you would miss it right now.
Yes.
Right? Because it would be somebody over there doing something, it would be somebody over here. It's a focus moment, and I would pray that we could get back to that.
Well, you know what? If you bring up Freaknik again, can I borrow them socks? Because I'll wear the right too, Freaknik. Jermaine, I want to thank you for being here.
Thank you.
And y'all,
Thursday.
Freaknik, the Wildest Party Never Told. It streams Thursday, March 21st.
We're gonna have a good time.